The land of Mewar holds testimony to around 1454 years of glorious history. It really gives us sheer pleasure to be able to share a small glimpse of this history with the world and with all of you. We are therefore really honored to be able to be a part of the Bihar Museum Binale. I'm Chelsea Santos and I'm the assistant curator at the City Palace Museum of Udaipur. And the museum that I work in is housed in a 450-year-old structure, the former abode of the rulers of Mewar, the Maharanas of Mewar. And in itself, it has been testimony to several kinds of stories of love, marriage, battle, conquest, valor, immense strength of its people. And today we're going to be talking about some of these ideas that have been reflected in our curation of objects for the Binale. Join me today.
Dari Khana ki pole. This is the main entrance for the palace and the museum as well. But its present look is actually the additions by the later Maharanas to, to bearing the load of the upper floors. Earlier, it was much bigger than this. During its construction or the addition, it was taken care to keep maintain the the splendorous look of the palace as well as the safety of the structures and the residents. In my right side, this place is called Saleh Khana, which used as a arms storage. The visitors had to deposit their weapons here before meeting to the Maharanas. And the right side, the area is for the royal courts, which is called Sabha Sharimani Ka Dari Khana. This place is called Rayangan and the Nikah Ki Chaupat. This is the oldest construction of the palace which has been used for the living room for the Maharanas. These are some of the most significant weapons of Mahana Pratap which are displayed here, such as the spear, a shield, the chainmail armor, straight sword called patta, bow and arrows and so on. These are the traditional weapons of Mewar which were in use from last several centuries. These arms played a very important role in the life of Mewar, in the history of Mewar. Therefore, the Maharajas of Mewar keep continuing the tradition of arms worship during the Navaratri festival.
Times were definitely not the same in the history of Mewar, as we have seen. While there were situations that necessitated a battle-ready front and a need to showcase one's valor and might, the people of Mewar were also able to establish times of peace. This enabled them, their patrons, the Maharanas, to engage in architectural pursuits as per their interest. Take, for example, this beautiful city palace of Udaipur, the iconic facade that towers over me. It was built by Maharana Uday Singh, father of the legendary Rajput warrior Maharana Pratap, in the year 1559. This is when he laid the foundation stone. Subsequent kings have only added to the construction as per their interest, available resources, and the political situations of their times. And this we will see how has been reflected in the various arts, various mediums.
Right now I'm standing at one of the most beautiful place called Chitram Ki Burj. Chitram means painting and Burj means bastion. This area was constructed in early 17th century, but the paintings which you can see here was done in 18th and 19th century. Here you can see the 200-year-old Udaipur, which is actually the visual narrative of the life of the Mewar, the life of Maharanas, their festivals, their processions, the celebrations, their daily routine work, religious places, and so on. This area is also very important to understand the old architecture and the city planning, like that. I'll give you one very beautiful example where this 7 feet frame is actually depicting the 1.5 kilometer area. This is the scene of Holi festival. A traditional Mewari fur, which are going to be part of this Bihar Binale, is also quite similar to these wall paintings and these miniature painting traditions. This Mewari fur is actually a 56 feet long cloth painting based on the history of Mewar.
With the emergence of photography and the camera per se in Udaipur in the 19th century, we have the architectural pursuits being documented in this new medium. Take for example this photograph in the 1800s. In this early stage, we have the architectural pursuits being documented per se as it is, with the structure neatly in focus. And later, of course, we see a transition. We see the structures forming as beautiful backgrounds to some very candid shots. This photograph, for example, is in the 1900s, the mid 1900s. It is of a Gangaur boat procession that is on the lake, happening on the lake Pichola. We have Maharana Bhupal Singh, who's seated on the state boat, and the very iconic facade of the city palace can be seen in the background. So a beautiful transition, and all of this through the medium of photography and photographs.
Right now I'm standing at our silver gallery. This is one of its rare kind of example where the entire gallery is dedicated to only the silver artifacts. Silver and zinc was the most prominent, most important reason for the prosperity of Mewar. Here, so many religious artifacts made of silver are on display, such as the silver chhatra, arti, which are going to be part of the Bihar Binale. These artifacts were in use for the worship and also used as utensils for offering or cooking the food or prasad to Sri Ekling temple, which is located quite close to the Udaipur. Apart from this, there are some silver artifacts which have been used as a mode of transportation for Mahana, such as this palanquin called Tam Jam and a hoda, the elephant hoda. These are the finest example of silversmithy in not only the Mewar but also in India.
All good things must come to a close, and what better way out of the city palace than this beautiful ride? This is a wooden bodied palanquin that was a mode of transportation utilized by the royal ladies, the brides of the palace, not too long ago. As I said, it's wooden bodied. You can see how beautiful it is. At the ends, you have a rail that would run through the body and would be borne by attendants on either end. Because this is a rather small sized palanquin, it has a single rail, but if it was something as large as this one right here, it has a dual rail that runs through the body and would be borne by a large number of attendants because it is so heavy. This one is rather simple. It is simple on the outside, as also the inside is beautifully embellished. It has this very delicate fabric, embroidered fabric, curtains, cushions, velvety cushions, ensuring all the level of comfort for the sitter who would be inside. The wooden sliding doors, of course, ensured the much desired privacy. On that very note, we would end this tour. You could catch this selection of artworks at the Bihar Museum Binale virtually. And for more such artworks, you have to visit us at the City Palace Museum of Udaipur in Rajasthan. Do join us.